Hello, good people. Welcome back to the Kuhb Games YouTube channel. Welcome back to PACMAN 1K. I'm here by myself today. No stream friends. Just decided, I had some time, so let's record some matches of PACMAN. I am getting a little bit worried about the season ending, but we're sitting at 558. We're on quite a good win streak, so pretty happy with how things are going. And let's just get some more matches in. Gonna get some here and there where I can to try to make it as high as we can on the ladder before the season does end. I think it might end up cutting us short, but that's okay. As you see before you, there is a card that I do not often play in this deck. It is Swarm of Locusts. I get asked about this card over and over, and that's totally fine. I'm not complaining about it. I love your comments. I will respond to it every single time. Why I do not like this card. I don't think Swarm of Locusts is very good in the deck. Well, I probably shouldn't put it that way. The card is fine. I just say that I hate it because it gets brought up so much because people think it's just a Pac-Man staple because, so often back in the day, Pac-Man, this is just one of the cards you played because it was a Pac-Man monster and it has a good effect. It does have a good attack. 1000 attack is actually really good, and I think that's actually the best upside of the card. But basically with Swarm of Locusts, why I don't like it is whenever I first started revamping the deck and really testing it and diving into it, I just found I just never really wanted the card. You don't really care about removing back row. You can play around that, especially if you're playing like Wave Motion Cannon, Nightmare Wheel, and some other burn cards and stuff like that. So you just never have to attack into the battle traps. If that is a situation where you can afford to play around it, of course. Sometimes you do just need to attack into them. And then the other place where people always bring this up, they're like, well, it's a good answer to Decree. And I would disagree with that, actually. So Decree, unless you have level limit, or swords really, or they only have one threat and you have Book of Moon, Decree is shutting down all of your protection for Swarm of Locusts, and with only 500 defense, pretty much everything is going to run over this thing. And you're never actually going to be able to stop the Decree. So I don't think Swarm of Locusts is really even that good of a Decree answer once you really get into it. And I would rather just play the 3 cards that I do have in the side for Decree. Also, Decree is on a huge downturn. I know we've seen it in several matches in this series. People seem to play it a bit more on the ladder than they do in competitive GOATs right now. Obviously, it does cycle back into the meta. Decree is a very powerful card, but currently, I just don't know. You just don't need it. But wanted to give Swarm of Locusts a go, just because people do bring it up so often, and I don't think I've included it in a single list in the 48 matches that we've played now. So here's Swarm of Locusts. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I know every time that I say it's probably going to be a short one, it ends up being forever long, but cool. Let's get into some matches here. All right, first match is a go. Paper Gang, as always, of course. Good luck, have fun to you as well, opponent. I did mention that we were on a winning streak and that we were at 558 on the ladder. So I don't know where I'm going with this. I originally intended to say I forgot to mention where we were on the ladder, but I definitely did not. But yeah, we're on a pretty good winning streak here. I think it's 6? Have we won 6 in a row? Yeah, looks like from the Elo stuff here, we have won 6 in a row. Pretty good. Opponent leading on Mystic Tomato, which is kind of interesting. Got a pretty good hand here. A few too many monsters, but that's okay. Can't ever complain with a Pot of Greed, Solemn Judgment hand. We even have a Ceasefire to play around Knock here if we want to, and we do have Big Butt Golem Sentry. Okay. Yeah, probably would trade 2 of these monsters for an L-Lab or a Gravity Bind or something. That's okay. That is okay. I'm just going to lead on Golem Sentry, and I'm going to set these 3, and I will pass the turn. We don't have great protection here, of course. So Golem Sentry being able to just wall up the Mystic Tomato seems pretty good to me. Opponent's going to flip a Jar of Greed. Cool. Oh, Geometrio? They're going to give me the tokens? I'm just gonna make tokens here. We good. What are we doing here? Get these off the field. You don't have to give me tokens, opponent, but I appreciate it. Okay. So we have Ojama tokens. The opponent has Mystic Tomato. Interesting. Jar of Greed. Yep. Now they slam down a Graceful Charity. Cool. Could be a burn style deck, of course. Okay, they're discarding that to Graceful Charity. Got it. Just a little misclick there. And what else are we discarding? Des Koala. Okay, so it is a burn deck with Mystic Tomato. This could be like a Chaos burn sort of thing, maybe? Interesting. But we're gonna have our Golem Sentry flipped here. And no big deal. Opponent will take a nice 400. We can deal with this face down if we want to. Another Judgment. So Judgment is, of course, interesting here. I think, like, I could Ceasefire here, sort of try to get tempo back and then, like, book this down. Because I don't want whatever this is to be flipped up. And I don't really want to give the information that I'm setting Swarm of Scarabs. So, like, I could summon out Swarm of Scarabs, flip Ceasefire, deal 2,000 damage. Then the opponent knows to go after it. I think I'm just going to flip the Ceasefire first. 1,500 versus 2,000 probably won't make too much of a difference. Oh, it's Sangan? Okay, that's fine. But, yeah, basically just valuing information here. I might attack the Sangan, actually. Is there a reason to do that? It clears it off the field. Sangan is a menace. I'm actually going to attack the Sangan. This normally is just, like, not a great thing to do, but seeing as it's sort of like a burn style deck, I think they may just get, like, a flip effect monster or something here. Yeah, oh, Dekoichi. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is totally fine. I'm going to set the Golem Sentry, I'm going to set Swarm of Scarabs, and I'm going to set Solemn Judgment. And if the opponent decides to attack the Swarm of Scarabs with the Mystic Tomato, I can book it down, and then we can start on our tempo train here. And we've got double Solemn Judgment. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we take 2,000, no big deal. Do I want to knock here? I kind of want to knock there. Because once I show the Swarm of Scarabs, the opponent can just attack over it. But then I guess I have another one. Interesting. I think I'm actually going to knock it. I think it's Dekoichi, and I think that's a totally fine one to knock. It's kind of interesting. Oh, it's Cyberjar. Okay, you definitely don't have another one in your deck, opponent. If you do, it would not have let you into this game. So that's cool. That's cool. Flip up Swarm of Scarabs, just going to get rid of the Mystic Tomato. Okay, and we know the opponent has Dekoichi in their hand, which they probably at this point need to summon to get rid of Swarm of Scarabs, which is fine with me. I'm just going to set these. I'm going to be very selective with these Solemn Judgments, of course, with it being a burn deck. Kind of want to save them to the end to protect me from dying. Okay, they have another tomato. That's fine, too. Yep, Swarm of Scarabs goes away. Another Golem Sentry. That's actually really good. So now I can stand up to the Dekoichi attacking. I can stand up to the tomato, of course. Yeah, let's just flip up the boy. Summon out Golem Sentry. I don't think they're playing Torrential. I mean, they very well could be, but I think this is just a weird sort of burn deck that's playing dark monsters rather than Earths, maybe? I don't know. They could definitely still have Panda in the deck. And that might be a card that I need to Solemn Judgment, because that card is very strong. But we know We know Tomato and Dekoichi in hand. Yeah, I don't care about that face down monster at all. Oh, third Solemn Judgment? Okay, okay. Looking pretty good to be able to survive this game. Cease fire. That's fine. Take 1,500. That's no big deal. How badly do I want to attack is the question. Probably not badly enough, right? Because I know one of the cards in hand is Mystic Tomato. We can just deal with that and Dekoichi on the next turn and then attack in. And I get to keep both of my Golem Sentries? Sure. I'm just going to reset both. Set this third Solemn Judgment, and let me just rethink it here. Because it is a 2-turn clock, but the opponent gets to summon out, and I don't really want to Solemn Judgment one of the monsters. I think we're totally fine here. We're safe behind a wall of negates. We can get the attacks going a little later. Yeah, Mystic Tomato coming in, that's fine if they want to attack. Both of them, cool. They're still taking damage here. I'm still happy. I do think this is, oh. Ring on the Golem Sentry. Yeah, I'm going to let that go too. And, oh, they're not going to attack the other one. Interesting. Okay. Knock. Okay, well, Just Desserts is fine. I'll take my 2,000. That's not really that big of a deal. I'm going to flip Golem Sentry, and I'm going to send their Dekoichi back to hand, because I want them to set it now. Let's reflip Golem Sentry. The opponent has shown that they're just going to attack the new one, so I'm not going to set any of these, I don't believe. Pass the turn, and hopefully... Yeah, they did set it. Okay, good, good, very good. Very nice. I will go ahead and throw down the Nobleman of Cross out here. Oh, Night Assailant? Okay, okay. So Night Assailant, Dekoichi. Well, we know Dekoichi is in hand. I think we're looking pretty good here. We'll flip up the Golem Sentry. Send this Tomato pack and back to hand. Summon out Swarm of Scarabs. Get in for 1,300. Opponent's at 7. We set the Nightmare Wheel, and we are looking pretty good to take this game. Had to jump through some hoops there for a little bit. Is this Sentry Flip Turbo? It's PACMAN, opponent. I do like the name Sentry Flip Turbo, though. It's got a nice ring to it. Oh, we're going to take out a token? Okay, sure. I'll take 300. The Shallow Grave. All right. That sounds good to me. I'll get back Swarm of Scarabs, I guess. And then they're going to concede. Okay, okay, okay. I was wondering, like, do they have Book of Taiyu as well? So we have the Shallow Grave. We probably do have Book of Taiyu over there, but... potentially, but we're looking at some, like, dark burn deck, which is pretty cool. I could bring in Divine Wrath. It's kind of interesting. I definitely want Needle Sealing. Royal Command looks excellent here. Mind Control is interesting as well. Also MST. I don't know. Swarm of Locusts. Let's see. We can probably get rid of the Floodgates. Book of Moon is okay here, but maybe we can cut down on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, maybe we're not bringing in the Mind Cons. Yeah, I think everything else still looks pretty fine. Swarm of Locusts is okay here. Is MST better than Mind Con? Probably. Just sniping something on the end phase is quite good. We just got to play Nightmare. No, Nightmare Wheel's still good. Okay, yeah, this is fine. I think the Mirror Force is still probably all right as well, especially since we are cutting, you know, some amount of protection. Oh, Solemn Wishes. Great, great. Pot of Greed. Great. Nobleman of Crossout. Great. Good opening hand here. Love to see it. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I'm down. Hopefully the opponent doesn't have Heavy Storm. They may not. I'm just going to go ahead and lead on Pot of Greed here. I don't like holding it for Solemn Wishes. I just don't really think that's the way to go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Gang's all here. You can lead on Golem Sentry. Set, 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 and set. I don't think I need to set the knock. Pass the turn. If the opponent is playing duo, they'll get me. It's fine. Whatever. Not a big deal. Just desserts. Okay. That's it? Okay. Just desserts for 500? I'll take it any day. Let's go. Activate Solemn Wishes. And activate Solemn Wishes. Opponent's typing, so I'm going to give him a little bit of time. I guess they don't have anything for it. Okay. Draw step. Oh, yeah. Another Solemn Judgment, you say? Alright, well, I would like to gain 1,000 life points, please. Here is where I think I can afford to play around Mirror Force. Yeah, flip up the boy. For our Sentry Flip Turbo. We always have to lead on Golem Sentry. No! That's okay. That's okay. We lose 800. The monster still gets bounced. Yeah, I'm just going to summon Swarm of Scarabs and attack with it. That's fine. Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll take 500. No big deal. No big deal. Reset the Swarm of Scarabs. I'm not going to set the Solemn Judgment. I'm just going to pass the turn. Well, I don't have any protection for this. That kind of sucks, but whatever. I'm just going to pass the turn. We've got Solemn Wishes going here. Oh, no, they do have Heavy Storm. Okay, okay. Definitely a possibility in their deck. I was just kind of hoping they didn't have it. But we're going to take 3,600 here. Hopefully we are safe. Oh, yeah, opponent sets a monster. Deal. Lakuta. Let's go. Let's go. Gain another 1,000. So a few more activations of that, and we are good to go here. Let's flip up Swarm of Scarabs. Kill the Night Assailant, sure. I don't think there's a reason to attack into Mirror Force, so I'm just not going to summon Lakuta and attack. Yep, set Lakuta, and set Solemn Judgment, and we will pass a turn. And now we're gaining 2,000 life points a turn between Lakuta and our draw phase. Sick. Oh, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're taking 16 plus 1,000. Okay, that's fine. 1,600, 1,000, and then we will gain 1,000. Yeah, we are A-okay here. Let's flip up the camel. It is camel time. Gain another 1,000. After all of these burn cards and a Solemn Judgment activation, we are at 4,000 life points. That's pretty sick. Flip up Swarm of Scarabs, take out our opponent's monster. Morphing Jar, cool. I'm going to summon out Medusa Worm as well. Get in while the getting is good. Hit the opponent up for 1,500. And I will reset everything. And I think with the opponent's Heavy Storm gone and me having a nice Solemn Judgment down here, I think we might win this match. Tomato. Okay, that's fine. Yep. We lose our Swarm of Scarabs, no big deal. We have Medusa Worm to take that out. We get another one. Okay, okay. Not bad. I will gladly accept. Let's flip up our Lakuta here. Book of Moon is protection. We take those. Worm's going to feed on the nice little fruit over there. And we'll get in for another 15. Cool, so we're back up to 6,000. I love it. God, I love this deck. Do I even need to set Book of Moon? I probably don't, right? I guess it helps keep my clock up, but... I don't need to. I'm just going to pass the turn. If they summon something out and attack over Scarabs, it's fine. I'm drawing 8 billion cards a turn. I'd rather just leave my spell trap zones unclogged. Oh, sure. Sure. Yep. Knock is gone, and I'm just going to get rid of the other knock. I think Book of Moon is much more valuable here to protect monsters. Okay. And the opponent is off it. Oh, they do have BLS. Did we see a light monster this entire time? I don't think we saw a light monster the entire game. But, yeah. We are going to be going up to 570. Oh, there's the Thunder Dragon. Okay. So it may have just been Thunder Dragon. Thunder Dragon was not... BLS was not going to get them out of this game. Obviously, I had the Solemn Judgment. I also had just, like... I guess I could have attacked over 2 of these or whatever. But, no, I had the Solemn Judgment for the BLS. And honestly, with Solemn Wishes plus Lakuta, even just, like, a few extra life points from that, I think the Wave Motion Cannon's probably just going to outlast the BLS here. But we are going up to 571. We are currently on a 7-match winning streak. We had a 10-match winning streak earlier. I don't want to jinx it, but if we could make that happen again, that'd be pretty sick. Let's get another one. Match number 2. We're playing against GG plus GG, which I believe... I know I played against this person recently. I think I was just doing some testing because I remember I was hanging out with Petty in some sort of chat, and he's like, whenever you lose this game, you have to type GG plus GG. It was either win or loss. I can't remember. Oh yeah, look at this hand. Double Solemn Judgment, Wave Motion Cannon. Sometimes, you know, sometimes you just got to draw well, and we accept. Ooh, okay. Okay. Protect Wave Motion Cannon .game. I'm down. I'm down. I'm just gonna play everything out, I think. Yeah. Let's go Wave Motion Cannon. Wave Motion Cannon. Set Judgment. Set Judgment. Play Swords. Set Lakuta. I know this like supremely locks. No. All right. Well, that's fine. I was gonna say, I know that supremely locks my spell trap zones, but that's okay. I think if we get to keep the swords here and the opponent just doesn't ever get to attack, that's fine. We were gonna lose the Lakuta anyway. Then if we get to flip up the Lakuta and just protect Wave Motion Cannons with Solemn Judgments, we're good. Oh, Grand Mark? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. They're gonna follow up with Gigantes and just... Oh, they don't? Let's go. Let's go. Golem Sentry? Yes. What a great start to this match. Do I set it or do I attack? I'm just gonna set it. Yeah. This could be very valuable here. See what the opponent follows up with. They're gonna leave opponent, but my Wave Motion Cannons. Not my cannonges. That's such a bad joke. Oh god, I love Avatar: The Last Airbender. If you all are fans of Avatar: The Last Airbender as well, and I'm sure you are, there you go. The cabbages joke. We're up at 585. Of course, we're gonna get another one because our opponent just left on this one. All right, match number 2.5 here. Paper Gang has failed us. Oh, the opponent's at 99 on the ladder. So they have just started their season. Could be an alt, of course, but all right, this hand, much less exciting than our last one, but can't complain, can't complain. We have certainly drawn well for the last, like, 6 or 7 matches here. All right, Nightmare Wheel for protection, pretty good. I don't really care about Dust Shoot here. Get the feeling the opponent might just send back Sangan. I guess if they don't have anything to take out the Lakutas, they could start to stack up pretty quickly. But, I mean, we'll see. Yeah, they are sending back the Sangan. It makes sense. You send back the card that's Non-redundant. How do I want to play this? I definitely want to set a Lakuta here. This might be, well, I can activate Wave Motion Cannon. I can just set Gravity Bind. I am not a fan of waiting on Wave Motion Cannon. I know we sort of debated this a little bit in one of the streams. But I'm going to set Wave Motion, set Gravity Bind, and pass the turn. I'm not going to play out the Nightmare Wheel. If the opponent has Heavy Storm, we're just not going to be in a good spot, but, you know. I think even if I just set Gravity Bind, if the opponent had an answer to it, another Mystic Tomato deck, okay. So the opponent probably has MST, if I had to guess. Oh, they don't! Let's go! Duo, okay, well, see, I played around one, limited card and got hit with another one. That's fine. That is A-okay. We lose our hand, but we have Lakuta. I guess we don't have Lakuta. Alright, if the opponent doesn't have Tsukuyomi or something here, this could work out pretty well for our Wave Motion Cannon. Well, even like Tsukuyomi doesn't really do it here, right? Because Tsukuyomi can't attack. Oh, Judgment. I do like Judgment. Okay. Yeah, we'll set that and pass. We're in here on the Wave Motion Cannon game. I wish I could have kept my Nightmare Wheel. I was very close to just like saying screw it, set everything. If the opponent has heavy, the opponent has heavy. Oh, ring? Oh, I don't want to ring right now, of course. I want to keep this Thousand Eyes Restrict on the field, actually. But having ring is pretty nice. It speeds up the Wave Motion Cannon clock. Hopefully the opponent just like summons a BLS at some point. We can just like Wave Motion Cannon for 4, ring the BLS with Solemn back up. There's the heavy. Okay, well, we have to Solemn that. Obviously. What else you got? One Moth is gone, which is pretty nice. Yeah. Okay. Well, I talked about us drawing pretty well. The opponent has drawn very well. And sometimes that's how that's going to be. That's okay. Zaboog. You know, Abyss Soldier. Man, yup. There it is. All right, so we got full Trinity Heavy Storm Metamorphosis for the opponent. Cool. At least one Abyss Soldier's gone, I guess, right? Okay, just a pass. That's good. Golem Sentry we like to see. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to set it. There's no reason not to here. I'm sure the opponent has found a knock at this point. Opponent just rolled up with everything over there. There's the Tsukuyomi, okay. That is interesting. I kind of don't want to ring the Thousand Eyes, but I also kind of do. Just keep my Golem Sentry around, and then I can just like start bouncing stuff? Sure. Yeah, I'll ring the Thousand Eyes Restrict. Okay, they have a knock too. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting Dust Tornado, but shout out to Bluetooth. Tom Abyss is going to get me here, it appears. All right, L-Lab, please. Wave Motion Cannon. That's not going to do it. I'm going to set it. Let's see what the opponent does. Set it, pass a turn. Maybe they get timid, play around Mirror Force, and I'm not dead here. Might buy myself one more turn, probably not. Tribe? Okay. Yeah, okay, we're dead. Cool. We're playing against some sort of control deck. We want Tribe here. Or it's Tom Abyss, not just some sort of control deck. We want Needle Sealing, Chain Disappearance. We saw Dust Tornado in the main, so I'm bringing in Curse of Royal. Divine Rat seems good. Probably don't need Mind Cons. God, Abyss Soldier is the card, isn't it? Oh, that card's so good. Let's get Swarm of Locusts out of here. We didn't get to see the card today. But that's okay. Like I normally like to cut some number of gravity binds against the control decks, but like it's really good against Tomato, and it's like okay against Abyss in a way. I can't really cut Book of Moons either. Hold on. Maybe I do just cut gravity binds and like trim a wave motion cannon. Oh, this is really bad. Maybe I just don't bring in the Curse of Royal. Nightmare Wheel. Get rid of a Nightmare Wheel, I think. That's probably fine. Tom Abyss is a little bit different, obviously, than the regular control deck. So, like, the Gravity Binds are still good, but they're also not good. We just need the opponent to not draw full Trinity Heavy Storm. That's what we need here. I'm going to throw down this Delinquent Duo. Let's get this middle card here. Meta, good. Get out of here. Goodbye. And... yeah, That's okay. Let's set Golem Sentry. I'm not going to set the Needle Ceiling just yet. I'm just going to set the Nightmare Wheel and pass the turn. The opponent's going to Prima the Jinzo, and I'm just going to die. That's okay. It's all okay. Leading on Graceful Charity? Sure. What else you got? Alright, I guess what are you discarding first? That's pretty relevant, right? Another meta. Okay, I love to see meta go, and Ring. I like to see that card go too, but that could be very bad news for me. Mind Control? Okay, sure. Have a Golem Sentry. Enjoy. Knocks me a little bit off of my tempo, but that's okay. That's okay. Tomat? Sure. I'm just going to take the 1400 here. There's no reason to really Nightmare Wheel that. And just a pass. Okay. I will take my door back, please. My little closet. Mirror Force. Yeah, I'm just gonna reset Golem Sentry. Set Swarm of Scarabs, I think. How likely is it for the opponent to have heavy over there? And how much does it really hurt me? I'll set the Mirror Force. I'll set the Needle Ceiling after the opponent like sets something, because I really want to like be able to tag Scapegoat or something with it. And like there's no guarantee that the opponent's gonna play another monster here. There's a good chance, but knock, okay. Yeah, well, Needle Ceiling wouldn't have worked out then. That's fine. Get rid of our Scarabs. There's more where that came from. We're going to Tribute for Zaboog. Okay. Yep, that's fine. We lose our Golem Sentry. That's really not that big of a deal. I'm just going to Mirror Force this, I think. Are we attacking? They went to battle phase, but they didn't click attack, so I just want to make sure. Okay, that's fine with me. Magic Jammer, okay. I mean, heavy is what hurts me, right? So let's let's set our Swarm of Scarabs. Let's set Magic Jammer. If I have to ditch Needle Ceiling to Magic Jammer for a top deck Heavy Storm, that's fine. I'll do it. No big deal. I think if the opponent attacks, I just Mirror Force. I don't really want to Nightmare Wheel the Zaborg and then just kill it with Swarm of Scarabs right away. All right. Yep. Yep. You got me. You got me. The old Royal Decree Dust Tornado deck. I see. I see. Okay. I mean, we just got murdered in this one, right? That's all right. I mean, like, do I even set the cards? Because, like, if I draw MST or Breaker, well, then I can just set them next turn, right? Yeah, I'll pass the turn. It's okay. You see, this is why you don't ask for a longer winning streak. Tom Abyss is a very bad matchup for this deck, obviously. But it's okay. If they didn't have, like, exactly the decree right there, I think, obviously, we're in a very, very good spot to win the match. Or win the game, not the match, of course. But that's okay. That's how it's going to be sometimes. And see, Swarm of Locusts not killing this Royal Decree, ever. So, just want to shout that out. There's the Prima for the Jinzo that I talked about. Yep. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. You got it. 4,800 to the dome. We have lost the game. GG's opponent. Ooh, we took a big hit there. Ouch. We are down to 569. Okay, so we've hit the part of the ladder. Well, it may have had something to do with our opponent only having 99 elo at that point. So, man, we took a big chunk there. We were at 558. We went 2-1, and now we're at 569. Damn. Okay, well, this is going to be a shorter one then. I know we're just like close to 40 minutes before editing. But this is where we're going to end it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the ELO screen since we haven't looked at the full screen in a while. Here we are in all its glory, as you can see, on an upward trajectory. Definitely doing pretty good with, what was it? 6, 7 wins in a row? 7? I think it was 7. Pretty good. Went 2-1 in this episode, though. Of course, 1 was a rage quit, but feel pretty good about things. We just took a giant hit on the elo on that last loss, but that's all right. Opponent drew very well. They hit their decree. They had the Jinzo. Yeah, it's a bad matchup anyway. That's just how it's going to be. But pretty happy with where things stand. Going to try to get some more of these words. Gonna try to get some more of these recorded here over the next few days to make sure that we are at least getting as high on the ladder as we possibly can with the deck. But as always, hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll be back with the next one.